guys, welcome back to another unboxing video. I'm in front of my door instead of in front of my bookshelf, which, I mean, hey, but right here I'm on the ground and I am still in the middle of cleaning up my bookshelf right now, so that's why I am on the floor. So I got 3 packages today from 3 different parks from 4 different states. Yeah, I know, 4 different states. 3 packages from 4 different states. First is Fort Matanzas National Monument. Second is Hovenweep National Monument, and then Grand Canyon-Parashant National Monument. So let's dive right in. So, like I said, first is Fort Matanzas, which I got in a different way than these other ones. So I finished the booklet and had mailed it into the park and got it back today. So, yeah. So now I got both of the parks I've been to in Florida. You just heard me. I said I've been to 2 parks in Florida, but I'm not doing a park review on them. I'm just going to kind of rephrase that or just kind of explain why. Castillo de San Marcos, I have also been to. Both around the St. Augustine area. I visited the parks back in 2016. I don't remember much of them, so that's why I'm not going to be doing a park review on them. Otherwise, we'd be having 13 episodes, but we're going to have to stick with 11 until I go back to the park and re-experience the park. Sorry if, it's kind of bright back here. It's snowing today, and it's bright white outside, so it's bright white. It's kind of shining off my door. I can see that, but I'll take off my hat, my hat. And so yeah, I also got the badge. I got their park badge, which I will put right up here, which I think it was really cool. It's super shiny like the Castillo de San Marcos one. If you haven't already seen that, I have it in my Instagram, which I will have in my description below. But, yeah, and they also offer a Master Junior Ranger patch, such as Castillo de San Marcos, which I showed in my Bryce Canyon video, which I will link somewhere up here in the card. Just so that way you can go watch it. It's at the end of my Bryce Canyon episode during the presidential inauguration special. I think that's when I did that episode. Yeah. That's definitely correct. So yeah. They also sent me a business card for the Historic Weapons Supervisor, Chris Leverett. Is that what I mean? Yeah, that's pretty cool. And yeah. Let's move on to Hovenweep National Monument. Okay, so package number 2 is Hovenweep National Monument. So this one I got by calling the park. So I called the park and asked them for the brochure and a Junior Ranger booklet, which they'll happily do, but I wouldn't overwhelm a certain park with call requests. I would much rather write to a park. But someone wanted me to call a park, so that's what I did. So they gave me their park brochure, which is right here. It's like a 2x4. Yeah, it's a 2x4 unigrid brochure. It's a fairly small one for a fairly small park. Yeah, I know the sizes of the park brochures. I mean, who doesn't? But I probably not a lot of people. But they also sent me a trail guide for the Little Ruin Trail at the park, which I think is pretty cool. And they sent me this card here. I'm not really sure what it is, but it is really cool. And it has kind of these kind of things that you should do if you want to visit a archaeological site and visit with respect. I'm going to read off the 18 tips, so just sit around and listen to them. So the first one is leave all the artifacts. That's pretty basic. Like, you should leave artifacts where they are found, and so that way other people can say, hey, look, there's an artifact. So you can take pictures of the artifact, or you can take a picture of the artifact and show a ranger, and then they can carefully deal with it or take the artifact. The next one is don't touch rock art or make your own. Because these rock art are very sacred, and they were created by the natives, and they can be 1,000 years old, and they're super old, and they don't make your own. It's pretty self-explanatory. You don't want to be ruining the rocks in the landscape around it. Yeah, it looks cool. You can maybe draw one on a piece of paper, or if you really want to make one in a rock, you can make one at home. But don't do it at the park. Don't disturb fossils or bones. If you see any fossils or bones, it's always good to tell a park ranger where you found it, and always take a picture of it, so that way you can show the park ranger. Don't build cairns. The cairns are there to help guide people on the trail. They look fun to build, but don't build them. Because it can help people, because it might deter people off the trail and get people lost. That's why it's always good not to build cairns, because the cairns are there for the park ranger. Park rangers are building them so that way people can see the trail and be able to follow the trail. And if you build one, you might deter someone off the trail. The next one is the go to bathrooms away from sites. They have designated restrooms. Almost every park has a designated restroom, so I would, just do that. Eat and camp away from archaeology. That's pretty simple. Steer clear of walls. Just try not to touch them, because they are fragile. They're maybe hundreds upon thousands of years old, and if you knock it over, oh well, you could get fined pretty high. Historic artifacts are not trash. Like if you see like a tin can, it's not an artifact, it's trash. Pretty much is what it's saying. And just leave the grinding to the past. I'm not really sure what that one means. It just means don't just leave whatever they did in the past. Yeah. This is a bit of a long one. Stay on designated roads. Pretty self-explanatory. Guide children through sites. Young kids definitely have a very curious mind. I remember when I went to Arches National Park, my little cousin, who was probably 2 or 3 at the time, wanted to climb the rocks. And yeah. So just make sure that you're keeping children safe, and especially because they don't really fully understand the grasp of the sites as you may, because they might destroy it. Pay your fees. Don't think you can get into a park for free by sneakily passing. Make sure you pay your fees, especially on a trail, because they're there to help maintain the trails, and that's just lost money for the park, or to help maintain the trails. Don't build ring fires. They have designated campsites that they already have for you. There is no need for you to build your own ring fire. Use rubber tips on your hiking sticks. That's one of the rules. Don't bust the crust, which I will explain in a minute. Know where pets are allowed. That's definitely one. When I finished my DeSoto National Memorial Junior Ranger booklet, which I got back from a Flat Ranger letter, they had an activity of pretending that you're a park ranger, and what would you do in these Because pets, especially dogs, they can, like, threaten wildlife and even other park visitors. That's why it's always good to know what parks are allowing pets and which ones don't. Because some people just don't understand that man's best friend can't go everywhere with them because they can disturb the ecosystem. Don't rely on GPS, especially when you're in the middle of nowhere. Like I know in my last video, Ranger Ruby, she said, when she went to Yellowstone, she read that there's no Wi-Fi in the park, and she said as soon as they crossed into the park, they had no internet or Wi-Fi or data. It just completely gone. I experienced that too, or at least my parents did. And finally is enjoy the archaeology without ropes. So, yeah. Now it's time to explain what don't bust the crust means. So, pretty much what that means is don't walk off the trail. Because off the trail are these, crusts. These soil crusts. And if you were to even just step on it, millions of years of these soil crusts being formed, they're gone within a matter of seconds. Not even seconds, probably milliseconds. And as you can see here, this picture here of a tire track going through these biological crusts, these soil crusts, it destroys them. It destroys this interesting feature of the park that's been growing for about millions of years, and you destroy it within a couple seconds, or within milliseconds, I should say. And the last thing I asked for was a park junior ranger booklet. This is the Hovenweep one. I have not yet completed it, but it looks like I could probably complete it within about 30 minutes-ish. A small one for a small park. That's understandable, but they also sent me a park badge for when I finish it. So yeah, there it is. And yeah. So, yeah, that's Hovenweep. And the next park is Grand Canyon-Parashant National Monument. So, the third and final piece of mail I got today was from Grand Canyon-Parashant National Monument in Arizona. This park is co-managed by the Bureau of Land Management as well as the National Park Service. It's the lesser-known Grand Canyon. It's more towards Lake Mead. It's kind of in between both of the parks and is on the north rim of the Grand Canyon. And the thing, I'm going to leave a lot of facts, so I'm going to leave a card up here to Ranger Ruby's video on the Grand Canyon of the Parashant, her fun fact video on that monument. And coincidentally, today is the day that she uploaded it, the day that I'm recording this, which is the day before I upload mine. So pretty much, yeah, she recorded it today, and she uploaded it today, and yeah, and I got a package from that park today. So they sent me the park brochure, they sent me a park brochure, and they also sent me the Junior Ranger Handbook, as they call it. This is the only one I have that's spiral bound, which is quite interesting. But you can see I have not finished it yet, They did not send me a badge, which means I will have to complete this one in order for them to send me a badge from their headquarters, their park headquarters in St. George, Utah. So thank you guys for watching. I hope I can definitely do more unboxing videos sometime in the future of other parks, because I think, yeah, we've done it at 4 different parks, 1 national park, and 3 national monuments. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because, yeah, I love making content for you guys, and just expressing my love and interest in the national parks. So if you guys have got any mail from the national parks, tell me in the comments below, and tell me what park and what you got from there. And I will try my best to respond, if I do get a lot of them, which I doubt that, because I only get about a few a video. But yeah, just tell me your experiences with receiving mail from national parks, because it's definitely a cool experience when you get 3 on the same day. So, thank you guys, and make sure to stay on trails and keep exploring.